Peace be with you all, my dear students. Today we are going to start our topic, that polynomial, chapter number 5. And today we are going to learn how to divide polynomials. How to divide polynomials. So let's move on to my next slide. This is the first example that we are going to do today. I'm going to hide my chat box because I have to use this area for my rough working column. You are supposed to make a rough working column as well. Division of polynomial. Okay, tell me one thing. Division is the reverse process, yeah, or opposite process of which operation? डिवीजन किसका रेसिप्रोकल होता है, उसका रिवर्स प्रोसेस होता है. Anyone could tell me? Yeah, it is a reverse process of multiplication. It is a reverse process of multiplication. Today we will learn how we are going to divide the polynomials or terms. So let's start this one. If there would be any problem, we can repeat this topic again by tomorrow. Okay, let's focus on example number 1. Example number 1, asking you people to divide minus 8x5 by minus 4x3. This by means division. This by means division. So what I am going to do, I am going to write minus 8x5 as a numerator, sign of division, and minus 4x3. Directly we can even write it in a fraction form because it is understood that we are going to write that in a fraction form. Y stands for that as well. So what I will do, I will sub cancel first of all this minus sign with this minus sign. Am I clear? We have to see very carefully these signs as well. After that, just tell me, is this 4 and 8 are divisible? Is this divisible, class? If it is divisible, then what could be the quotient? Like 4 ones are 4 and 4 twos are 8. 4 twos are 8. So here what we are left with, we are left with 2 in the numerator. After that, just keep in mind कि divide में हम powers को minus करते हैं. We are going to subtract the power. Now see carefully what is done over here. X to raise power 5, and this term is going to be divided with this one. So my 3 is the power that is positive in the denominator. When we bring that in the numerator, so according to the law of exponents, we are going to divide these. And keep in mind, we cannot write 3 first and 5 later on. I cannot do it like this 3 minus 5. The value which comes first or which is in the numerator, we have to write that first, and the denominator's value later on. 5 minus 3, it will give us 2. So my answer after division is 2x cubed. Let's suppose, dear students, that there would be minus 3 in the denominator. There would be minus 3 in the denominator. If there would be minus 3, what we will do? We will do 5 minus minus 3. So what will happen? It will become minus minus plus, minus minus plus, and 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. Dear Taha, kindly write your exact question from where you want me to repeat this one. Again, students, just check it out. We are going to divide minus 8 x to raise by 5 by minus 4x cubed. Now, minus 8x to raise by 5 divided by minus 4x square. Now what I will do, I will first of all consider the signs. First of all, I will consider the signs. Minus minus से cancel हो जाएगा. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, and we are going to subtract the power of like terms. Power of like terms. If there would be y, we cannot subtract the value power of the exponent of x from y. Keep in mind, they should be like terms. They should be like terms. I have repeated that, please. I have repeated, Joyce. If you have some other query, kindly write me in the chat box exactly. Now come on example number 2. Divide x cube minus 2x plus 4 by x plus 2. You need to follow the steps with me. You need to follow the steps with me, and we are going to make rough working column along that. That is must. Are you ready, class? I'm going to jot it down 4 steps for your rough working column. But there's a multiplication sign. Okay, let's see this, students. Kindly see what I'm going to do. Sanabil, let's suppose you have a value 2 multiplied by 1 over 8. Sanabil, what would be the possible answer of it? We are going to do the cancellation. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. And what, as far as this like terms are concerned, like x5 multiply by 1 over x3. My dear students, the terms that are going to be multiplied with each other is x to raise power 5 multiplied by 1. X to raise power 3 is divisible as it is in the denominator. It is not in the numerator. Agar numerator mein hota, then you can say that they both are going to be multiplied with each other. As it is in the denominator, so we will divide this one. Is this clear, Snabil? Joyce, Sanabil, Taha, is this clear? Any other problem, please, so I can move to my question? Okay, thank you so much. Now, kindly jot it down. We are going to follow 4 steps in the rough working column. The first step would be of division. First step would be of division. Second step, we are going to multiply. In third step, we are going to change sign. And in fourth one, we are going to subtract the terms finally. All right, now just focus. First of all, the equations, that is x cube, polynomials, x cube minus 2x plus 4 by x plus 2. This by x plus 2 is the number by which we are going to divide the polynomials. So the first mentioned term we will put inside the division sign, and this one over here. And keep in mind, we are going to follow the descending order or ascending order. So better is that we will move to the descending order. Always we will follow descending order. Which order we will follow? Descending. The first value that we have is with x cube. Can you see x square over here? No. So what he did it here, he just put a 0 x cube x square over here, minus 2x and plus 4. Any problem till here? हमने descending order को follow करते हुए अपनी polynomial को jot down करना है for the solution. Any questions, class? Quickly, please write me in the chat box so I can move on. Okay. Now, what I have to do in the very first step, I have to select this value, that is x cube. Whatever the first term will be, in my rough working column, I will write that term and I will divide with this one. Alright, now what I have told you that according to the law of exponents, we are going to subtract the values, the exponents. What is the power over here? Where there is nothing, there will be 1. So 3 minus 1, it gives us x square. So that is my quotient and I will write it over here. That is my quotient and I will write it over here. So this is my first step. Any questions till here? I'm waiting for 20 seconds. If there is any question, kindly write me in the chat box. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Now just focus on the second step. The second step is to multiply. The second step is to multiply. By whom we are going to multiply? We are going to multiply our value by which we are dividing, that is x plus 2, with the quotient. With the quotient. And don't forget to put operations along that. Now, where there is no operation at the beginning of the term, it is understood that there lies sign of addition. Is this clear? Now please, plus plus gives us what? Hurry up class, answer me. Answer me in the chat box. According to the rule of sign, plus plus gives us plus. Thank you. Now what we do with the like terms, what we do with the exponents of like terms. When we are multiplying, what we do with the exponents of like, yeah, we add. That's great, great, wonderful. So we are going to add the exponent 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1. What does it give you? What does it give you? X cube. Yeah. X2 raised by 3. After that plus 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 and then 2 as it is and x2 raised by x square. This was a second step. Now what I will do, I will write it over here. X cube value underneath the x cube value and x square underneath the x cube value. Now step 3, we are going to change the signs over here. As we, you know that we subtract in this step. So as we all are familiar with that in algebra, when we are subtracting the values, we have to change the sign. If there was a sign of addition, we are going to put a plus. So a negative sign plus, then in place of that, we are going to deal with the negative sign. Now please forget these two, this sign. इस साइन को अपने ब्रेन से बिल्कुल रिमूव कर दें. Now plus minus minus. Now there is 1x cube plus 1x cube and minus 1x cube. Now tell me class, if we deal it like plus 1 and minus 1, what would be the answer? What would be the answer? The answer would be 0. So we are left with nothing over here. Is this clear? As these two terms are cancelled, so we are left with nothing. Now over here, just come on the next step. Plus minus minus we are going to subtract. Now if we subtract 2 with 0, definitely my answer would be 2. Definitely my answer would be 2. And which sign we have to put? Sign of addition or subtraction? Take 10 seconds and answer me, please. Mehrunisa and Prinza, kindly write your questions in the chat box. Yeah, the sign will come of the greater value, and the greater value is 2. So we are going to put sign of subtraction 2, and like terms, that is x square as it is. After that we have nothing to deal with, so we are going to carries down. We are going to carries down the next term, that is minus 2x. That is minus 2x. Any questions till here? Any questions, class? Okay, Ji. Now we are going to follow the same steps. Just I am going to repeat rough working step. First of all, we are moving towards the division. Second of all, we do multiplication. Third of all, we change the sign and do subtraction. And what is the fourth one? Fourth one is we if there is some value, we have to carries it down. Is this clear? Now, let's move on to the next step. My next step is same. I'm going to divide. It's too much noisy today. My background is too much noisy today, so just avoid it. So minus 2x square is my first term, by whom I have to do the cancellation with plus x. So what I will do, anyone please help me to solve this one. Just do it in your notebooks and tell me the answer. As there is no constant in denominator, so 2 will remain as it is. Minus will remain as it is, minus 2. Now, the both terms are like, the both terms are same, bases are same like x and x. X and x, sorry, I cannot use the word like terms. Basically, the coefficients of the values are same, that is x and x. So, what I will do, I have to subtract 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1. So the answer would be minus 2 x to raise power 1. Dear, क्या हम उस 1 को mention करते हैं? No, we did not mention this one. So I am going to write the value in my quotient. I will multiply and write the answer over here. I will change the signs, and then finally I will carry down my value over here. Same step I am going to follow. I am going to divide my this first term with this one. Now let's do it. If I will divide 2x with x, x would be cancelled with this one, and here what is left with us, it is 2. So I will write plus 2 over here. Step 2 is to multiply and to subtract. The answer would be 0. So the value that we get in our quotient, that is our answer. That would be our answer. Now kindly, at the end we have a note, that is if a polynomial is exactly divisible by another polynomial, then the remainder is 0. My time is over. Homework is you have to solve question number 8. You have to solve question number 8. Kindly jot down your diaries.